Hello everyone. So in this video, I'll be explaining you that how we can connect our EC2 instance with Windows or SSH. Okay, there are two methods, and we will be explaining or we will be exploring those two methods in this video. So the very first method is to connect with Windows. Okay, so let us see how we can connect it to it, and let us move forward with it. First of all, what you have to do, you have to create an EC2 instance for it. Okay, right? So to create that, we will just launch instance from here, and yep, we will now set up the environment. We will just create an instance from here. Suppose I am naming my instance from my Windows. I am just setting it up with my Windows name, correct? Okay, it is Amazon Linux, or I guess I'll start with Windows. I'm free tier eligible, so yes. What I have to do, I have to create a new pair from here, and must remember you should have to create a new pair. Okay, it is RSA by default. I'll keep it same. I'll enter a key pair name like Windows. I'm just writing it Windows. Okay, so here's my key pair which is generated already. Yep, I have downloaded that, and yes, all of the things I'll keep same, and now I'll launch my instance. Just note that you have to be free tier eligible or it may cost you. Okay, now launch instance. So I'm launching my instance is being launched here. Okay, so my instance is successfully launched. Now what I'll do, I'll just reach onto this instance. I'll check whether my instance is in running mode or not. So yep, my instance is running. Now what I have to do, I just have to connect to my instance. Okay, I am connected. Now I have to open this RDP client, and now I'll be setting up that EC2 with Windows. Okay, so this is the name of my instance, my Windows. Okay, now what I have to do, I have to get the password, I have to get the username, and for that I have to set up, I have to set up this thing in my Windows. So to do that, you have a function in Windows which is remote desktop connection. You can search remote desktop connection in your Windows, and yeah, it will ask you some things like computer, username, and all the things. Suppose username, and I want to connect this instance with my remote desktop connection. Okay, so what I have to do, I just have to copy the IP address of this instance to this remote desktop connection. I'll paste it here. Okay, so for that, I'll just open this link in new tab so that this tab may not collapse, and I'll wait for it, and I'll get my instance details, and then I'll copy this data. Suppose this is my public IPv4, and yep, I am copying it from here. And also see, look, whenever you will open this, it will ask you some credentials. You will be asked, see, you will be asked for credentials when you connect. So I must have those credentials with me. So for that, I'll have to fetch the password. Okay, my username is given here. See, my username is here, administrator, but I don't have my password right now. So I'll just get the password. And how I can do this, I'll just upload the private key contents. Okay, so I'll upload private key file. And what is that private key file? This one, the private key that I downloaded while creating my instance, that is my private.pm file, and that is my private key. Okay, and from here I can decrypt my password. Look, you can decrypt my password. So yep, I have just decrypted my password. This is my password, and now I can successfully go through the steps, and I can log in into my remote desktop connection. So this was the thing. I have to copy this address. Okay, I have to copy this address. Just see my instance IP address, public IP address, to this remote desktop connection, and yep, I have pasted it. I haven't specified the username yet, so I'll just click on connect and see what happens. It is being connected, and now it is asking me the credentials. And by default, whenever you will create an instance, your by default username will be administrator. So I'll just copy that, and then I'll copy my password too. See, I have copied my password, and then I'll enter my password here. Okay, you can see this is my password. Okay, and then okay. It is asking me the identity of remote computer cannot be verified. Do you want to connect anyway? Okay, so I just want to connect it anyway, and I'll click yes, and it will take a moment or two, and then it will be connected. See, you can see this is being connected, and it will open to my Windows. So you can say it is being personalized. It will take a moment or two, and it is now being set up on my PC on my Windows. Okay, let's wait. You can see this EC2 is here now, and yep, I have connected it with my Windows. So that was all. So that was all to connect with the remote desktop connection, EC2 with remote desktop connection. Now we will move forward to the next thing. As I have successfully disconnected my remote desktop connection. Okay, so now we will see that how we can connect our EC2 with SSH. Okay, and to connect our EC2 with SSH, we just have to create an instance, and then with some commands we can connect our instance to EC2. And what is that command? I'll tell you later. I have written that command, and I have executed it, and I'll tell you how we can do that. Okay, so what you have to do, you just have to create an instance and then run that command with your key pair, and then you will have to write the command of your IPv4 address. You have to put that in your Windows PowerShell. Okay, or command prompt, whatever you want, you can use that. So let us start with creating an instance first. So what I have to do, I have to create an instance, and for that I'll just use this instance. Okay, I'll make one instance now. So let us try to make an instance now. EC2 Dashboard. Here I'll launch one instance. Okay, I'll make a new instance, and as I have to make a new instance, I'll name it with SSH. So let me name it with SSH. So I'll name my instance SSH. Whatever name you want, you can name whatever the name you want. Okay, so it's a quick start, and yep, I'll take this default Amazon Linux. It is free tier eligible. You must remember that you should use this free tier eligible, because others, these standard things might cost you. Okay, so if you want free to use thing, so you can use free tier eligible. And then key pair. Look, what we have to do, we just have to create a new key pair. In this, enter your key pair name, and whatever key pair name you want to write or you want to take, you can take. I'll just take SSH. Okay, this key pair already exists. Okay, SSH1, it doesn't exist, so I'll keep this key pair SSH1. And then RSA, key pair type is RSA, because I want to keep it encrypted, private and public key pair. Okay, next it is .pm, because I have to open with OpenSSH. If you are using older version, then you can use this with putty also, but no, I wanted to use with SSH, so I'll keep this .pem file and I'll create key pair, and one file will be downloaded. Look, it's being downloaded, ssh1.pm. This key is being downloaded, and yep, it is downloaded in my PC. And if I see, it will be downloaded in my download folder, and yep, it is here in my download folder, ssh1.pem. okay, so I'll tell you when we have to use that. We'll just now launch our instance and everything, keeping everything default. See, allow SSH traffic from anywhere, so just select this anywhere. I have selected this anywhere. By default it will be selected, so I'll just keep it the same, and then I launched my instance here. So my instance is being launched, and I'll write some command after that, and then let us check first if it is downloaded, if it is created successfully. So yep, it is running. Instance state is running. You can see here it is type is t3.micro because it is free tier eligible. Okay, and you can see everything here, right? Now what you have to do, you just have to click this instance ID, and then you just have to take this public IPv4 address. Okay, if you want to copy it, you can copy it now, or we'll copy it later. This is your private IPv4 address. Now let us do another thing. Let us write the commands to set up it with SSH, to create instance with SSH, to work with SSH. So let us open our command prompt or Windows PowerShell. I'll use my Windows PowerShell. Okay, I'll keep it in administrator mode, so run as administrator. Yep, you can see PowerShell is opened here. Now what you have to do, you have to write some command. And what is that command? So let me tell you, I have written this in my notepad. So sshi, see what you have to do, you have to write this SSH as you want to connect it through SSH, and then -i, and then this .pem file path. See, we had already downloaded this .pem file, ssh1.pem file. This is our private key file, and we have downloaded it. You have to put the path here of that file, and then you have to write EC2 because you're connecting your EC2 instance, minus or dash you can say, and then user. This is your username. By default username is user. Okay, so just write dash user @ and then whatever your instance public IP is, you just have to copy that into this command. So we'll just copy this command, and then we'll go through it in our PowerShell. You can see I have pasted it, ssh -i, and here what I'll do, I'll just give my path. So delete this. Okay, give proper spaces, then only it will run. So it is where it is. Let us, you can see this location. Okay, not this. I was checking downloads property. It is here, and yeah, it is here. So let us see it. Yeah, this is the proper location. I'll copy it, I'll paste it here, and then I'll put a slash, and then file1 ssh1.pem it was. So I just entered the file name too, and then EC2 dash user @ you have to keep it safe, and then your public instance public IP. And what was that? Let us check. It was public IPv4 address 16.170.148.182. You have to copy that. Okay, I have copied it, and then I'm pasting it here, and just click enter. When you will click enter, it will ask you some options like yes or no. Are you sure you want to continue connecting? So if you have fingerprint, you can use fingerprint. I will just write yes, so it will be connected, it is permanently added. This is permanently added, and yeah, now this instance is connected through SSH. You can see EC2 user, and this is my IP, and yeah, I can work on it. So this was how you can connect your EC2 using SSH, okay, and by creating an instance. I hope now you can work with Windows and SSH too. You can connect both, okay, you can connect through both, and I hope this video was much understood by you. So if you like this video, share it to your friends and hit the like button. Subscribe to our channel, and thank you. Let's meet in our next video.